Hey everybody, and welcome to Divinity Dragon Commander. Now, I picked this up on a Steam sale for 66% off. Yeah, it's a $40 game. Got it for like 13 bucks, so woohoo. I love Steam. And I was originally just gonna just play this by myself just for me, because I've got, at least 6 series going now at the moment. I didn't want to spread myself too thin. And so I opened it up, and we have the awesome epicness of the background, which is really cool. But what's really, really cool, and sealed the deal, and made me think I need to play this for you guys, is A, the background, B, this dragon has a jetpack on it. I mean, come on. But listen to the theme music. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? I love this music. It grabbed me immediately, first thing. I'm a very musical person. I play several instruments. I love music, particularly video game music, particularly sweeping, powerful instrumentals like this. So, just chills. I love it. Okay, I have no idea what we're getting into, so let's get into it. So, name, difficulty, that's fine. It's versatile of dragon kind. Raw power. Magic, so you're like buffs. And you just beat the snot out of things, you can see. I do like that extra speed that this one's gonna have, but this is gonna be a lot more. It's gonna have a lot better survivability, so we're gonna go with this one. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Thousands of years ago, Sigurd I built incredible engines of war, and with them forged an empire. The emperor married and sired many children. He even had a love child with mysterious Aurora, an ancient dragon in a woman's guise.
Oh, don't lag on me.
Once united, peace was declared in Rivellon, and bloodshed soon forgotten. But Sigurd's realm of peace was shattered when his own sons and daughters rose against him. War returned with a vengeance.
Is that just my headphones?
And annihilation reached new heights. Desperate to safeguard Sigurd's legacy, the wizard Maxos sought the help of the one child that never betrayed his father. Sigurd and Aurora's son, the half-dragon prince. He would be the one to save the empire from ruin. And to aid him in his quest, Maxos delivered unto him the imperial command ship known as the Raven. This is the story of Maxos and the Dragon. This is the story of the Dragon Commander.
Sorry about the lag there, guys. I need to upgrade my graphics card, it would seem. Well, it works fine here. 85 frames per second. Strange. I'll tone the graphics down a little bit. I probably should be reading these hints. They're probably important. Okay, so I know a little bit about this game here. So it's a real-time strategy game married to Risk, the board game, plus an Empire Manager. So we're going to spend time on an actual board. Gotta remember that. And move our armies around, attack who we want to attack, etc., etc. And then we'll move to the actual real-time strategy elements, which apparently you get to fly around as a dragon and burn things. This is loading for eternity. And then there will be various little empire building bits where you get to make policies about... Here we go. Oh, you have a... Cool. Okay. Political popularity. Huh. Okay. So it would appear that the undead are religious, which kind of makes sense. Dwarves are money hungry. What else is new? And the elves and lizards don't like tech, and the imps love it.
Welcome, noble dragon, to the Raven.
Lag.
This wonder of engineering. This miracle wrought in magic that has a living demon for a heart.
What? This doesn't seem like sound ship design to me.
Between the knowledge I shall pry from this infernal creature's cryptic mind and the avalanche of tomes, manuscripts, and blueprints aboard awaiting study, we will catch up with our enemies in no time and claim back the lands they have taken by force. Our task is monumental, but we will not have to face it alone. 2 famed generals are here already, loyal to the legacy we are trying to save, and therefore loyal to you, given time.
At least the audio's working.
I have furthermore enlisted the service of Grumio, an imp of devilish cunning that can fashion anything my research will uproot. Already he has created you a wonder he calls a jetpack. Talk to these men, get your bearings, and begin your conquest. If you have any more questions, you can find me in the royal chamber, which I shall use as a study. Good luck, dragon. May the divines be with you.
Access to the royal chamber, Grumio and engineering. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is turn the graphics quality down, see if I can't unlag this a little bit. How terrible is this gonna look, I wonder? It ought to run pretty well now. It's not nearly so pretty. I don't have to deal with that bad, I don't think. Let me just tweak a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I should have playtested before I freaked out about it. It's a bit better. We can poke it again if we have to.
Let me tell your right-of-the-back bastard that I hold you in very little regard.
Lovely.
Your father may have been a great king once, but this last decade, a crowned pig would have played the part better. He became
Aren't
a
you friendly?
vainglorious fool, a sloth, and a coward. No wonder then that his own children could amass armies unperceived and strike at the heart of a kingdom in a matter of days.
Yeah, that's point. Okay.
He tried to run, but he failed, and they slew him where he stood. Now the realm has been shattered, and vultures are picking what they can from his corpse by means of new and terrifying war machines. I'd say all is lost, but Maxos insists you are to be the one, the hero, who will take back the land we've lost. Excuse me if I laugh in derision. Ha! Still, you are a dragon, I'll give you that, and of ancient blood. Prove to me you have the rocks to do undaunted battle, and perhaps my respect may still be yours. Henry of the House of
I'll try and be
Lansford.
friendly.
More you needn't know. Edmund, he's called. A lizard of the House of Carcarus. In truth, I'd rather sleep with Syphilis incarnate than have him aboard. But there's no denying his talent. He's as arrogant as he is astute, and as ingenious as he is insufferable. Why don't you offer him a word of welcome? I know I won't. I believe he's in the bar. Probably searching for sherry. Just about the only drink that snooty serpent will swill.
Snooty serpent.
Aye, and you have titles as well, but none of them king, as yet. I'll address you with the right regard the day you prove worthy of it.
Fine then. Bridge, bar, engineering, okay. Hello, Edmund. Interesting looking
There we
character.
have it, I suppose. The dragon son of a monarch deposed. Rightful heir to the throne, even if he was born out of wedlock.
Like everyone else fighting for the throne.
No doubt that boar of a Henry has already introduced me in his ever-elegant way. So here I am. Lord Edmund Augustus III, Duke of Hawknest Hall. I'd add at your service, but I don't think we're quite there yet.
These people are so friendly.
To be perfectly honest, I'd normally entertain the idea of lending my expertise to your cause as curtly as I'd consider attending a dwarven opera. But not unlike my fellow general, it is Maxos's backing of this enterprise that has me intrigued. You have doubts benefit, Dragon. Let's see how far it takes you. When one dwells among the highest echelons of power, where ambition runs thicker than blood, distrust is your best friend,
Point.
as is its brother, caution.
Second point.
In your case, though, the waters of misgiving run somewhat deeper. You are, after all, but a half-dragon.
Oh
They call
boy,
your kind
racism.
dragon knights to lend an air of nobility to a lowly mixed breed. Not many make the distinction, even, but the crucial difference is in purity. Human ancestry taints your being, for humanity and weakness are two sides of the same tuppence I drop in beggars' hats. A bastard twice are you, my lord. Bastard born and bastard bred. Only that it was bound to happen, for when an emperor weakens, his empire weakens with him. Now a litter of dogs is fighting for the throne, so maybe their dragon half-brother can walk away with it.
It kind of reminded StarCraft 2, the layout of the Hyperion. How you can go talk to your
Greetings,
people.
sire, sprung from kings. I am Grumio, son of Gromio, an imp of good and honest standing. Your technician, shall I be, if it pleases you. Your engineer and architect. I hope you'll like my jetpack. It is my gift to you, to keep without recompense, for gladly shall I remain aboard this wondrous ship to tinker and toy, hammer and hew.
Finally, somebody who's at least friendly.
She is special, this vessel, filled with wonders undiscovered. The wizard, he feels it too. The taste, the tingle of mystery. Oh, to unlock its secrets. Well, my lord, when your good father and Maxos first started to conquer the world with their fancy machines, we Emps were mesmerised. None of us cared if we were being drafted into a strange warlord's empire, for if those were the weapons he wielded, we were all ready to welcome him with open arms. By golly, were we ever. Steam-driven giants on land, on sea, even in air. Oh, the ecstasy! Such wonders, such ingenuity, and jeepers, what cannons! Ever since then, some 30 years hence, us imps have dedicated our existence to the advancement of these delightful machines. Now, before those blessed days arrived, people regarded us as eccentric gnomes taken to experimenting with flame, gas and liquid like so many charlatan alchemists. But those days are over. We are scientists now, famed and fortuitous. And truth be told, though, we've never quite given up our love for all things combustible. Rather on the contrary. Not that you mind, do you, my lord?
Not at all.
We'll forge like not even a dwarf can, my lord.
War countries. Okay. So I don't have any of these yet, I would say. So, okay, I got 20. So all I've got. Okay. Support unit. Transport. Turret. Better attack range. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see the StarCraft 2 influences, we'll call it. Mortar. That's gonna be on my short list, but I don't know what's gonna be what I need now. Yeah. Oh. Say that 5, I'll probably need them later.
Never hesitate to seek my counsel, Dragon Knight. Tirelessly I study and question, in the knowledge that my discoveries will make you the mightiest dragon ever to have soared the skies. We too shall unite dragon's daring with wizard's wisdom. Nothing shall stand in your way. That is quite a tale, my friend, so bear with me. Since the dawn of time, beautiful Rivellon has been a stage of bitter rivalry, strife, and war. Haughty humans, all too lofty lizards, dogged dwarves, erratic elves, irrational imps, dogmatic undead, and yes, wayward wizards even, couldn't forego the time it takes for the moon to wax and wane without turning to fresh violence. Peace. The word itself hardly had a meaning. It was an abstract. Until after long and dark ages, 3 men decided they had had enough. I was one of them. The other 2 were your father Sigurd, and an eccentric inventor known only, even by us, as the Architect. We knew war would continue everlasting, unless one king would stand up, conquer all feuding factions, and unite the manifold battling races under the banner of a single world-spanning empire. Easier said than done was, I believe, our initial reaction. It was the Architect who provided us with the answer to the question how on earth we would go about enacting such an unparalleled enterprise. He said he had ways and means to provide your father, a battle-hardened warlord in his own right, with engines of war such as the world never saw. Technology. That was the solution. For if we could go to war with weapons so vastly superior as to be unstoppable, every opponent would have to yield before our onslaught. Where the Architect obtained his strange knowledge from, he never wished to reveal. But in truth, Sigurd and I cared little for his mysterious ways. For whatever the source, our plans worked like a charm. And in a matter of years, Rivellon was ours. Yes, we had done it. We had created our empire, and your father became its first and so far only ruler. For a few precious decades, peace had finally taken on a meaning. It was a bright flash, all too quickly extinguished along the tenebrous continuum of time.
Tenebrous. Fun word.
Long have I asked myself that question. Yet the answer is as simple as it is obvious. Human nature. Love, jealousy, anger, grief. All of these emotions proved more fatal to the stability of peace than 100,000 war machines could. You see, Sigurd, the Architect, and I remained close friends after our quest had come to completion. But then, one fateful day, a woman of unequaled beauty arrived at court. After but a glance, there wasn't a man's heart in the room not aching for even her mildest attention or a most fleeting caress.
That which fixes men most.
Your father, though married, courted her, as did the Architect. For myself, I'd admit I'd given up the very secrets of magic in return for her love, but I knew rivalry could only lead to misery. And so it did. For bitter rivals my 2 friends became, and when in the end Sigurd was the one to win her affections, the Architect left the palace with such hatred in his eyes as to strike me as diabolical. A year their secret liaison lasted. 1 year your father and beautiful Aurora were happy together. Then suddenly she died, and it took me a long time to find out she did so at the hand of the Architect. Sigurd never knew. He was destroyed by grief. The mighty warlord withered, and with him, the soul of his empire flickered like a candle in the breeze, until his own children blew it out forever and hacked to pieces the land that was to have been his legacy. I promise I will tell you in due time. For now, I must keep silent. Please, don't press me any further on the subject.
Sigh. I hate it when people do that.
Though I said I noticed from the beginning her beauty was of such perfection as to be supernatural, I soon discovered she was indeed more than human. and that the enchanting guise we saw her in was but a mask. Behind it lurked the dragon. Yes, she was one of the ancients, interested in the ways of the infinitely lesser creatures we nevertheless call civilized. She was intrigued by Sigurd, his war machines, and his empire. It led her to his castle, to a brief spell of passion, and ultimately, her downfall.
Wish I could have known her. Sounds like an interesting character.
No one in Rivellon, save for you, Sigurd, the architect, and I, know of Aurora and how her death affected your father. As far as most are concerned, he was a great hero who all too soon fell prey to indulgence, sloth, and alcohol, which lost him the affection of his children, and in time started the war. They are wrong, but truth will be revealed one day. Rest assured that when we finish our conquest and I can spend some leisure time in peace, I will write his history, and yours too. Everyone shall know the tragedy that befell him, and how his son, by the woman he loved, rose to save an empire. In a few words, victory and destruction. First, we must vanquish all warring rivals for the throne. Then, we must undo the technology that enabled them to go to war in the first place. We will rekindle the Empire of Peace your father founded, and be rid of the apparatus that might threaten it once more. My privilege, Commander.
Okay. Oh, hey, okay, I can get my speed up anyway. I'll do that. Okay. So we can see. Richie. We'll read those another time. Alrighty. Back to the bridge. I'm not gonna mess with that until I actually know what I'm doing with it. Okay. What? Oh, okay. I thought it was water, but it's not. So this must be me. I think that's me. I don't know, I'm a little bit lost actually. What's this button do? Yeah, so that is definitely my spot. Can I build a unit, do something? Ah, here we go. I have a guy. Okay, good. I can just drop him. transport. Oh, it is ocean. Okay. Well, I can't go there, can I? Nope. That's part of a bigger thing, and this is basically neutral, so we'll go there first. Okay, so there was 4 in that group. Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to capture that. Oh, I've got it in the turn, probably. There we go. Some explosions going on over there. That's uncomfortably close by. Dead Emperor's bastard son gets wizard's backing. It's too early to rest on your laurels. Surrender all you can, Commander. Enemy now transport troops over sea. Moral mistrust in Maxis returns. Okay. Okay.
Yes, Commander? Hold your horses, Commander. We're barely out of the stables yet. Ask me again after we've conquered more than a couple of... Which one do you have in mind? He's a slimy kid who happens to excel at warfare. I once met a lizard who went to school with him when he was but fresh from the eggshell. Told me he'd always been like that. Smart as a whip, but a loner too. Hopelessly assured that he is better than everybody else, and has 10 brains for every one that we have. Worst part is, he may well have. But don't you ever tell him I said that.
Commander?
That was interesting.
Your enthusiasm is admirable, Commander, but I fear it is rather misplaced. Anyone in specific? He is a bull that holds a general's rank, Commander. All balls and no brains, I dare say. But one can't deny the efficacy of his methods. I'm told he wasn't always given to such impetuousness in his actions. But with the coming of that prosthetic arm of his, came a change of character too. I'd conclude there's more to him than meets his good eye. Were I not quite so certain his psychological depths run at... Anyone in specific? He is a bull that... I'd conclude there's...
Oh, okay. Just the research.
It's wondrous, my lord. Wondrous. The Raven, she speaks to me in my dreams. She tells me fantastic things, newfangled and new formed. I can make them all for you if you provide the right resources. Indeed, she does, my lord. A soft voice sings inside my head, but only when I'm in the land of eyes shut and mind at rest. There, she guides me to glory. Shows me things not even wizards could dream of.
I don't know if I'm concerned about this or not.
Yes, but don't remind me. My heart bleeds just thinking about it. Oh, but I must be like a chef, don't I? I must create delicate wonders, Impeccable blends of perfection in the knowledge they must all turn into wretched clumps of waste destined for the sewer.
That's a pretty good
It's
analogy,
a
actually.
thankless thing I do, but I must remind myself the fun lies in creation, not completion. Can't be helped, my lord.
It's actually not a bad attitude to have about that.
Praise be that I know more than 100 languages older than mankind itself. If not, these books would mean very little to me indeed. Does he now? There's an explanation for that.
Oh, come
I'll
on.
reserve it for later.
Inscrutable old men. Alright, I'm gonna cut it here, guys. We got a pretty good introduction, sorry, to what's going on. So we've met the generals, we have an idea of the world, so I expect we'll get into actual combat here in the next one. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.